90% of dudes rapping, they ain't nice as me. 98% ain't live the same type of life as me. The judge gave me life and then they sent me where the life is be. That level 4 with depth and vice, the type of stuff they like to see. Two choices, fight or flee. I refuse to die a chump. I never been a mark, but damn, it's scary when that riot jump. I seen dudes cry, get punked, or some sexually brutalized. Knew a dude who lost his life and he was only doing 5 year-long racial fights when homie all you do is ride. Lonely days and nights up in a hole causing suicide. From the moment you arrive, you see the Mexican mafia. AB skinheads with big giant swastikas. Pro-black philosophers, the BGF, the Kumi, and Muslims who will murk you from the nation to the Sunni. That MS was loony, quick to ride up on they rival. Even Christians went to church, hide knives up in they Bible. Political and tribal, the Crips and Damus, the Long Beach, the Hubs and the Dubs and the Grooves, the IE, the Bakersfield, the Dago Pyrus, the hustlers quick to roll, the gangsters gon' move. Whatever click you choose, you better stick.
Say what's cracking, YouTube. Y'all already know how this gonna go. It's your boy 16 to life. Yard down. And I'm back with another story for y'all today. So let's hop right into it. Now this story right here takes place probably around 98, 99. I'm in Ironwood, and Ironwood is in Blythe, California. Now Blythe is going towards Phoenix, Arizona. Now the story also takes place somewhere like around July. So it's hot as a motherfucker down there. By the time we wake up in the morning around 6, go to breakfast and come back to the building around 8, it's already like 103, 105, you know, depending on the particular temperature of that day. Sometimes it get up to like about 115, 119. So it's hot as hell down there. My job at the time, I'm a porter in the building. Now, a porter is basically just a janitor, you know what I'm saying? I got cleaning duties. Now, like I'm telling y'all, the California prisons, the politics is crazy, right? It's like racially divided, you know what I'm saying? So the blacks and the Asians, we share one side of the day room. The whites and Hispanics, they share another side of the day room. Now, I may be off a little bit right here, but I think it's like either 60 cells on the top, on the bottom, and or 80, somewhere around there. But it's at least 100, at least 120 people in the building, possibly more. So now normally the building, like, I have 3 or 4 porters, you know, 4 or 5 porters somewhere up in there. I don't know why, but at that point in time, it was only me and another porter. Another porter by the name of Lawyer. Now, Lawyer was about 50 years old, you know, probably about 6'1", maybe somewhere around 190, 200 pounds, somewhere around there, right? Now, Lawyer also had a cane. Now, they called him Lawyer because Lawyer just wanted to do law work all day, legal work. He'd go to the law library. So he had went to the doctor or whatever, told him his back or his neck was hurt or his something shit, and he had a light duty chrono saying he couldn't lift no more than 5 pounds. So now, like I say, the bad thing about that is, though, we got 3 showers. We got a shower on the bottom tier. We got a shower on the top tier. Then it was 2 showers in the middle. Now, those showers was like 2-man showers, and they was neutral. So whatever, you know, anybody could use them. But so the blacks cleaned the top shower, and the Hispanics and the whites, they cleaned the bottom shower. Like I say, now, since I'm the porter, it was my job to clean the showers. Lawyer, he didn't want to clean shit. Only thing he wanted to do was wipe the tables. Talking about the other porters told him he didn't have to do no cleaning. Well, the other porters was gone now. So, like I say, for some reason, it was only 2 of us. So, by the time I'm even started cleaning half one shower, man, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. So, one day I get at Lawyer. I said, well, hey, Lawyer, listen, man, since you don't want to work and clean the showers and you got that limited duty chrono, why don't you get at the COs, man, and tell them they didn't assign you to a job that you can't do and unassign you. That way I can get another porter in here that's going to help me clean these showers. Because like I say now, anybody that's been in the pen, when you go out, you know, when you go out to the yard, you come back from working out, playing basketball, whatever, you come back from your job, you don't want to hop in no shower that no 20, 30 people didn't been in and there's dirt and shit all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that was real big. And like I say, plus I get 2 off days. And on my off days, ain't nobody cleaning the showers. They nasty as a motherfucker. So then when I come back the other days, it's even more work. You know what I'm saying? So Lawyer, though, he don't want to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So we going back and forth like this periodically for about a month. Now, one Saturday on my off day, I happen to be in early in the morning. I'm in the day room. Now, Soul Train is on. So Lawyer, I see him set down his motherfucking cane. But like I said, now before that, even before that, Lawyer probably had, he goes to the law library and he got a big old laundry bag. They give us like these mesh laundry bags, and he probably got at least 20 to 30 pounds of legal books in there. You know what I'm saying? It's lawyer books. So I know this motherfucker fake, and I didn't been down there with him. We was on another yard together. So I didn't been down there with him a while to know that he ain't disabled. That motherfucker just that's his thing. So anyway. So this particular day though, he said Soul Train on. So they started doing the Soul Train line. So lawyer's in that motherfucker dancing and shit. Woo! He over there doing his shit. He didn't set down his cane. Now he start, okay, now in the day room we got some benches. On one side it's like a long wooden bench where maybe 4 people can sit, and it's 4 rows. Then you got about a 3-foot space in between. Then on the opposite side it's the same, 4 more rows of benches. So he didn't set his cane on one of the benches, and he dancing down through the line like he on the Soul Train line. He's kicking up his legs, he's spinning in circles and all type of shit. So I look at him, man, I just get mad all over again. I said, man, this motherfucker is playing me, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm cleaning these showers, getting sweaty as a motherfucker and shit, and this motherfucker over there playing games. So I go get at him again. I say, hey, lawyer, listen, man, you seem to be pretty mobile. Why don't you at least go get unassigned, man, so we can have the showers clean and shit? Because, see, another thing that upset me about him, too, after I clean the shower, by him being a porter and we'd be out early in the morning, he'd be the first motherfucker in the shower, but you don't want to clean, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people would give us the laundry bags, the big old giant mesh laundry bags. A lot of people would cut them and sew them, make them smaller so they could turn them into like a shower bag and put their, they soap, deodorant, you know what I'm saying, boxers and stuff like that when you take to the shower. So he like, no, man, he don't want to do that. I tell him, okay, well, listen, man, next time I clean these motherfuckers tomorrow, don't get your ass in these motherfucking showers on any day I clean them, or it's going to be a problem. So he say, okay, well, why don't you act like you clean them today then? Why don't you act like, so I go over there to a shower bag. I grab his shower bag because he had it on the shower. I grab his shit and throw that motherfucker across the day room. All this shit go flying out all over the place. I'm like, motherfucker, what's up? What's up? So he go pick his shit up. He don't want to do no squabbing or whatever. So I go to the cell a little later. My cellie like, hey, what's cracking out there? I told him, so then I get to think about it, right? Now, I was raised where you respect your elders and all this and that, and I never want to seem like I'm no bully. So I thought about it. I said, you know what, man, I shouldn't have done that shit. So I go back and I apologize to him, and I reiterate that like a couple of times. Hey, my bad, man. I shouldn't have done that, man. And he was like, oh, man, that's all right. I'm like, yeah, no, man, my bad. I shouldn't have thrown your shit like that. That was disrespectful. So he said, okay, man, it's cool. I ain't tripping. So I thought the situation was over with. So the next day, when we go to breakfast in the morning, when I come back, lawyer got his gloves on. Now, of course, people put their gloves on when they ready to squab or whatever. So what's up, Jill? This is what he's saying. So you saying I can't get in the shower? So yeah, today's your day at work. You say I can't get clean the showers? You say I can't get in the shower? I said, hey, lawyer, what's up? Why you tripping, man? I talked to you yesterday. I apologize, man. I thought that shit was over. He said, no, but anyway, you told me don't get in the shower. You told me don't get in the shower. I said, okay, well, fuck it then. I go in there and get my gloves. I'm like, what's cracking? So now when I'm starting to walk down to his cell, we had a cool CO up in there, a black dude by the name of Kelly. He's up in the gun tower. He's seeing all this. He called me over. He said, hey, Willis, come over here, man. He said, man, let that shit go. Leave that shit alone, man. He said, don't make me do no work today. I don't want to do no work and write no reports. I said, okay, Kelly, I'm cool, man. I'm going to leave this shit alone, right? So I walk away. But lawyer is still woofing. Oh, no, you said I can't shower. You said I can't shower. Come on down in here. Come down to my cell. Tell me I can't shower. So, okay, now the way this dude is continuously and confidently inviting me to his cell, right? I'm thinking this motherfucker either must have a knife or he must be some old boxing champion from the 70s or some shit that I ain't never heard of, right? But I'm like, fuck it, whatever it is, I'm down there. I'm like, yeah, don't trip, I'm on my way. So now I'm walking down there, he's steady talking shit. Yeah, bring your ass on up in here. Bring your ass on up in here. So now he stepped back, when I'm getting closer. He stepped back in his cell. So now when I started to get like a foot or two from the cell, all of a sudden this motherfucker come hollering. Ah! And he run out the cell and he rushed me. Now it's so unexpected that when he rushed me, I just dipped down, I pick him up and I slam him. Bam! I slam him on the ground. Now when I slam him, he lands on his back and my chest is on his chest. So now I'm supposed to get this motherfucker the big brother, little brother treatment. You know how when you fighting your little brother, you get him down, you put his arms out and you put your knees on his arms and you punch him in the chest. But I'm supposed to bust his face up. So when I go to pushing up on his chest to get some leverage somewhere, some type of way, my hand, I guess, must have been on his face. One of my hands going to his mouth. This motherfucker started biting my motherfucking hand like a motherfucker. Like I say, I got the gloves on, but he's still biting. He literally doing this. He this motherfucker like a mad ass dog and shit. He biting the fuck out my hand. Now, by this time also, too, Kelly done seen this shit. Now, he done came out the tower, and he, get down, y'all stop, break the shit up. Y'all stop. No, he ain't even hit the alarm yet. He like, I'm telling y'all, stop, man, stop that shit. So, the lawyer is continually biting on my hand and gnawing. So I start, bam, boom, boom. I start busting him up with the right hand, giving him rights, across his face. But this motherfucker is still biting my hand. So finally, Kelly pull out the mace, and so when he do that, lawyer stop. But now I'm so mad, I go to punching him. I get up, I'm punching him and kicking him. So now he go to macing me. Shh. Now they keep these big giant ass cans of mace on their side. The mace can is probably at least this big or bigger. But I'm so mad, well, now I can't even really see where he is because now they didn't hit me with the mace, but I'm just swinging in the general area and kicking, so they mace me with the whole motherfucking can. So finally, I prone out, I lay down and shit, and so they handcuff us. They get us up, eventually they walk us across the yard. The second I go outside, man, it's probably, I don't know, it felt like it was 115. Felt like somebody had lit a match on my motherfucking ass. The sun hit that goddamn mace, and woof, that shit just felt like my whole motherfucking body was on fire. Plus now my eyes is closed and shit. I can't see shit. So I'm like, oh, this shit is burning the hell out of me, right? So they take me to the program office. They walk me in the program office, and they walk me to the back. Now in the back, it's like a little section, it's outside. The program office just so happened is right next to the kitchen. So I'm saying, hey man, this shit is burning the hell up out of me, right? So now they go into the kitchen. They got these big old giant containers. They probably like 2 feet high. I don't know how wide, but they real big. They use them to serve, the inmates when we go in there, like juice, coffee, water at chow and shit. So they fill these motherfuckers up and they start pouring them over my head. Now the cold part about that is it's like about 11 o'clock in the day, and so the pipes is hot as a motherfucker. Like I say, it's probably 115. So all they doing is pouring hot water over my head. Now this hot water ain't doing nothing but acting as an irritant to this motherfucking mace. It is burning me up. Plus now the mace already got me feeling like I can't breathe and shit. So I literally had to tell myself, man, calm down, So because they pouring the water over my face. I just remember, I'm doing like this. I can't breathe and shit, So now I'm thinking of, I remember a time or two where I done seen dudes and got maced and had an asthma attack and died. Now I'm thinking to myself, man, I realize why these motherfuckers is killing. This shit is taking your motherfucking breath. If you got asthma, ain't no way you gonna be able to breathe. You know what I'm saying? So they running back and forth to the kitchen. The guards pouring this water over my head. So this process seemed like it going for about 30, 40 minutes till I can finally even open my eyes. I got my eyes shut tight because I don't want that mace to get more in there than it already is. So this shit go on for a while. Like I say, I'm burning up like a motherfucker. So eventually, they, it get to the point I can open my eyes, and now they take me to the hole. So when I go to the hole, they give me my little, my little sheets and shit for my bed. So I go in there, I make my bed up, I lay in the bed. That shit started kicking up again. So I'm in there burning like a motherfucker. So finally I see a guard walk past, and I get at him. I say, hey man, I just got into a fight. I got maced from head to toe. You think I can get a shower? Because in there, see, they normally let you shower every other day. But he was cool. So he said, yeah, I'm gonna give you a 3-minute shower or whatever it was. So I hopped in the shower. As soon as I hopped in the shower, all the water did was intensify that shit. It seems like when your pores open up, that shit just burn all over again. So now I'm in the shower burning up like a motherfucker. So I eventually get out the shower. I come back to the cell. Now, of course, that the mace is all in my sheets. So then I take the sheets off, and now I'm just laying on the plastic. Now I'm in that motherfucker burning up now. And I'm like thinking like, God damn, I'm thinking like, I need to call somebody and protest this shit. Who the fuck can I call? I'm seriously mad and shit. I'm thinking like, damn, motherfucker need to call Maxine Waters or Reverend Al Sharpton or some motherfucking body and let them know this goddamn shit ought to be illegal. Because the shit is all in my hair, man. That shit is burning the motherfucking hell up out of me. So now I'm laying in there like, okay, now I'm a motherfucker really I'm evaluating my life decisions, and especially my future decisions with that goddamn mace. So I'm telling myself, if I ever get into it again, I'm making a quick exit plan. I'm gonna get the fuck out the way of that mace. Like I told y'all in the story, it actually helped me not get caught in a fight one time when we got into it with the boy, when my homie got into it over the poker game. So as soon as I heard him say, y'all, get down, I hurry up, pew! I hurry up and slid up off that motherfucker because I'm scared of that mace. I don't want another encounter with that motherfucking mace. So me being mace shy helped me not get caught up that one particular time. So So eventually they call me, they call me in there. I'm in the hole. They call me. The captain called me. The captain come see you on Monday. So anybody that's ever been to Ironwood at that time, the captain was Captain Hal. Y'all know Captain Hal, old tall skinny dude, long dark black dude with the long dreads. Hey, what's going on, convict? You was on my yard fighting? What the hell you over there fighting for, convict? So I'm just sitting back. He said, yeah, well, did you at least win the fight? Did you whip the motherfucker's ass? So I'm in here laughing, So they end up sending me back to A yard. They end up sending a lawyer to B yard. I go back to the same cell and everything and shit. So now when I go back for the next 3 or 4 days, that shit was still burning me. Anytime I put lotion on, I take a shower, man, that shit was burning the hell up out of me, right? So like I say, man, that made me decide that anytime I get into a squabble, I'm trying to miss that motherfucking mates by all means. Now, like I say too, old boy that I got into it with, he was biting on my hand and shit, man. My whole motherfucking fingernail turned purple for about 8-9 months. Till that motherfucker finally fell off and shit. But if I didn't have them gloves on, that motherfucker would have bit my finger off. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing sometimes, you think that you supposed to go in there and squab, and you never know what a dude have on his mind. That's why in the pen, man, it's always best to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Try to stay out the way, because you might go in there to squab and a dude got a knife. He trying to fight to the death. He trying to kill you or whatever. So that taught me a lesson right there. You know what I'm saying? Always be prepared, because you never know what's gonna happen up in that motherfucker. You can't underestimate a motherfucker because he old or he look old or whatever. Like I say, dude wasn't old, but he was about 50. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, that's my story on that, man. Y'all stay safe. Oh yeah. Resume normal program.
Them crackers let me out the gate, now the pressure's on. We bout to get this shit straight like a pressing cone. The wrong cat to get aggressive on. I bring the bitch up out of niggas while you think they got them dresses on. My reach long and that's the best type. To have some dirty white boys come and smoke you like a meth pipe. And leave your chest bright red like a fire truck. Kicking your mom's door at night, nigga, and tie her up. I'm wild as fuck and I'm respected by the new youth. I put this pistol in their ear like a Bluetooth. I blow their brains on their new coupe. And have red everywhere just like a function full of soup whoops. Tell your troops I deal with beef like a butcher. My 4-5 pump more guys than Ashton Kutcher. Line pusher, quick to bury your clown. Nigga, I stayed in the park like the merry-go-round. Get it?
That game greasy, bitch, that game need me.
Oh, you niggas don't know my name.
That game greasy, bitch, that game need me.
I'm out here doing my thing.
That game greasy, bitch, that game need me.
I swerve in my own lane.
That game greasy, bitch, that game